One big difference between religion and culture is that religion widens the gap between our spoken words and our action. Religion widens the gap between what we say and what we do. But culture bridges the gap between our spoken words and our action. Culture correlates our spoken words and our action. So in culture, what we say is exactly what we do. And so a society that has been founded on religion is a society that does exactly the direct opposite of what they say. And any family or a society that does opposite of what they say, the foundation of that society has been built on lies. And so lies have terrible consequences on the people. That is why you come to Africa today, African people is struggling to tell the truth because religion has been introduced upon the people's culture. And what religion teaches the people is terrible, terrible lies. Very, very terrible lies. For instance, when you come to the culture of Africa, when a young lady lost her husband, on the day where they are planning the burial, they begin to plan about the junior brother of the lady that will take over the woman, that will remarry the woman. Remarrying of a widow is a responsibility in our culture that must be done to protect that woman, because we know that woman needs care, that woman needs the voice of a man in her house, that woman needs sexual satisfaction, that woman needs the voice of the protection of a man in her life. It is a meeting that must be done in that culture to provide that woman that protection. And then religion comes and introduces monogamy. So a young woman lost her husband and goes to meet the pastor. Says, "Pastor, what will I do now?" Pastor says, "Go and commit yourself to the Lord." Commit yourself to the Lord how? Does God have penis? Will God provide what she will eat? Does God provide the care, everything this woman needs? Will God provide it for her? And so the woman begin to go out from the church and begin to live all kind of wayward life. Sleeping with men, destroying the society, hiding and violating the laws of the land. And when you ask the young widow, "My dear, how are you surviving without a husband? How are you doing it?" The young lady says, "God is my strength. God has been my strength. I don't even know how he do it. God has been fending for me. God has never failed. God has been faithful." But beneath her heart, she knows she has been living a wayward life and violating the law of the society, corrupting everybody, which the culture has actually provided solution for. So religion bridges the gap between our spoken words and our action. That is why they will come and tell you on the wedding day that a man will leave his father and his mother to go and cleave to a woman, and the two will become one flesh. Immediately after that declaration, after that wedding, the woman starts going to pick her property and start following the man. The pastor doesn't understand that he is very, very stupid. Because if the pastor knows that what he proclaims is what is going to happen, what he says on the altar is true, after the wedding, the man will pack his bag and his luggage and start following the woman, as the woman is the boss of that marriage. But you now discover the woman start following what they say is direct opposite of what they do. And the society that do what opposite of what they say is built on terrible lie, and they are never going to progress because lie have grave consequences. And that is why anytime they introduce Christianity in a nation, they will introduce motivational speaking. Because motivational speaking is a way of teaching the fishes how to survive outside the water. Motivational speaking is a way of teaching people how to survive outside their culture. A people you have taken from the way of nature and culture, you now begin to teach them how to live. Teaching the monkey how to live on the ground without running back to the tree. That is motivational speaking. And so you find out that you are telling a young lady of 28 years or a young man of 28 years, you are teaching the person sexual immorality as a Christian. You know it's not going to work. You know she or he have hormones. But you purposely is teaching the person this thing because you have taken him or her away from the way of life. But in culture, we have provided a system by which any young man or young lady will have a husband or a wife before 20 years. And so virginity, you don't preach virginity. It is present. We arrest the girl at a very early age because we know that when she becomes exposed to the society, it will become difficult for her to stay under family. So in culture, we provide solution. We act and our words correlate with our action. But in Christianity or in religion, we teach people things that our action is not validating because we are forcing the people to work against nature. So you discover in the Christian, they teach people about sexual morality, but Christian girls provide the most violated girls before marriage. If you do census of girls before they got married, you discover 95 of them, they are no longer virgins because they has been taken away from the nature of life, from the early marriage that was preserved in that culture, to arrest that hormones and make sure that the woman become married as a virgin in alignment with culture. What we say in Christianity is direct opposite of what we do. Motivational speakers is people trying to teach you trying to teach a fish how to survive outside the water. Because when we are in our culture, instinct is the teacher. You don't need somebody to teach you. By instinct, you don't need to teach a pussy cat how to pursue a rat. No. Instinct teaches you that. That's nature. That's why you see those motivational speakers, they speak from morning till and there is no visible changes. They are telling young boys of 30 years, don't do Yahoo, come change your mindset. If you change your mindset in the morning, you wake up in the morning and you do this. You see the motivational speaker finish speaking the thing and the Yahoo people are still increasing. Because your mindset don't print money. Your mindset don't create wealth. What creates wealth is embedded in the people's instinct and culture. And so when somebody takes you away from that your culture of way of life, he will start teaching you another direct opposite way of life. So you now see that we have actually entered into end time. That's why I told people that Christianity is the entrance of end time. Once people accept Christianity, they have accepted end time, because what they will be saying will now be direct opposite of what they will be doing. The